What is up, my little Deinos? Vepsis here, your coach of the Helsinki Dragons, and we are back for the APA Academy Week 6 battle when we go up against JBWestside and his team being the Cincinnati Dreds. The matchup you can see above my face cam, and now let's go through very quickly what kind of team of 6 that I'm bringing this week. And first off, we are gonna be starting out with our G-Max Gengar, which is gonna be Sludge Wave, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam and Nasty Plot. This is there to provide me a wall breaker versus his team, because he doesn't have the greatest ghost resist on his roster. And once I G-Max or final turn to Nasty Plot, I can basically claim quite a few kills with this ideally. So that is going to be the Gengar. Next member of the team is going to be a Choice Scarf Hydreigon, which is very simple set this week with Dual Stab, Flamethrower and U-Turn. I thought that Flamethrower is the most optimal one to hit the Accelgor, and the Rillaboom a little bit harder, and also the Melmetal as well, which is obviously a huge threat when you have to go up against it. So that is the Hydreigon. Then we are running a very weird Snorlax set with Rest, Sleep Talk, Reflect and Body Slam. What we are running this week, like Lay on it, so it gives me 8 turns, which helps with a lot of physical threats that he has on his roster, especially yet again the Melmetal. So it helps me having some sort of pivot around it, because it's probably gonna be the primary switching to Snorlax, and any other move would not be doing too much damage to be worthwhile compared to Reflect, what it can provide for me. So that is going to be the Snorlax. Then we are running a defensive Rotom, mostly on physical side with Volt Switch, Leaf Storm, Will-O-Wisp and Pain Split. It's also running Rocky Helmet for the Melmetal. So this is ideally the switching after we have the Reflect up, so it doesn't matter what move he goes for, we ideally take them, it's gonna get worn down, and then I can just Will-O-Wisp something that will come in on me, like the Kommo or the Rillaboom for example, and go from there. So that is going to be the Rotom. Then we are running a Choice Banded Mamoswine this week. It's pretty nice set this week, because he doesn't have any crown immunities on this. So I'm clicking one of my stab moves for sure. We have high horsepower because he has a Grassy Search Rillaboom, because it's allowed to run its hidden ability this week. So we have that just in case. And then we are running just basically all the other moves as well. We are running Adamant Nature as well for this week, because I didn't figure that I need a Jolly Nature on this matchup. So it's gonna be doing a lot of wall breaking for us ideally. And then the last member of the team is going to be our Saltvest Hatrini, which is going to be like a Kommo switching and Accelgor to deter any kind of hazards. And it can switching to Skull from Vaporeon as well, and Giga Drain a little bit of health back. So that's pretty much the team at 6, and now I'm gonna be getting connected with my opponent, so stay tuned and let's get this battle over with. Alright, here we are with the battle with JBWestside. It took a little bit until we got it working with the LAN network, but we should be good to go. And let's see what my opponent decides to bring. I haven't actually decided yet what is going to be my lead necessary until I see what he brought. So he brought Accelgor, Morpeko, Melmetal, Kommo, Vaporeon and the Hatrini. So we don't see Rillaboom. The first 4 makes sense. Accelgor makes sense. The Morpeko is a little bit of surprise, but that should be okay. I think what I can do is that I lead with my Hatrini, I think. Hatrini makes a lot of sense, because he can deal with those Accelgor immediately. Yeah, I like Hatrini actually as a lead. I think I'll do that. And go from there. I can prevent the last 2 months to be too big of an issue. So we're gonna be going with that. Good luck and have fun to JBWestside. Hopefully we're gonna be having nice and clean battle. But curious to see what is going to be his lead of choice. I'm not particularly sure that what will be his lead. Ideally it won't be the Melmetal, because that would be the one mon that I don't match so well, but everything else I should be good versus right from the bat. He leads with the Excel, that sounds like Accelgor, so we should be okay from there. He could have a Sludge Bomb on this, which would be slightly annoying, but he could have led with this because he has hazards on it. So I could either go for the Mystical Fire. I think I'm gonna just go for it immediately. Let's not worry about it too much. It hits what is in front of me, and it also hits, yeah, there's the Sludge Bomb. We have AV. And we take it relatively fine, and now we can go for the Mystical Fire. It's gonna be doing good amount of damage to him. So that's nice. I think I want to preserve it a little bit. And from here I just go into my Snorlax and I get my Reflect up. So we were able to tell that it does pack Sludge Spawn, but we did a good amount of damage back to him. I can Giga Drain versus the Vaporeon and gain my health back. From there I can Draining Kiss, either the Kommo or the Morpeko. So there are several options that I could have. Hollister, who is that? Okay, it's the Vaporeon, that's perfectly fine. I can get my Reflect up, even if he burns me it doesn't matter because I have a Sleep Talk on it. So I'm gonna be just going for the Reflect at first and not think about it too much. And let's see what he does. He could go for the Ice Beam, predicting the Rotom, but he doesn't. He just goes for the Skull, which is fine. He does get the burn, which is annoying, but we have the Rest Talk, so that shouldn't be too big of an issue. We get the Reflect up, so now we have that for 8 turns. And now I can pretty much just go into my Rotom and just get some initiative from that. So we're gonna be doing that, not thinking about it too much. And if he goes for the Ice Beam, I can still Pain Split almost everything, including this Vaporeon, gain a lot of health back. I can Volt Switch on the upcoming Kommo, which is nice, or the Hatrini. And basically the goal is that I get the offensive initiative to my Mamoswine and I find the opportunity to go for Earthquake, cause he doesn't have any Crown Immunity. Okay, he swaps out. Okay, that is the... okay. That's fine. Because I can burn this thing, I don't mind it. I could also actually go for a slow Volt Switch. But he does get this form, which is fine. But I think I want to Will-O-Wisp you just in case, or Volt Switch. Let me think. He could go into the Hatrini and Parting Shot. But I'm gonna Volt Switch just in case to see how he reacts to it. I don't want myself to be burned. Okay, so we got that one right. We didn't go for the Will-O-Wisp and potentially allow Hatrini to come in on it. So ideally this gives me opportunity to gain the initiative on the Hatrini, do about, ideally at least 15%. So the Earthquake should be guaranteed from there and kill it from that point. But I could see him going to the Hatrini expecting me to go for the... yeah, there's the Hatrini. So we got this one right. Let's see how much this does. That did quite a little damage, but we were -1. But either way, I'm gonna just go into my Mamoswine, click Earthquake. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. And we are gonna be killing something at this point. So ideally, we get a kill on this turn, and let's see what he does. This might not kill just yet, but the minimum roll to like max HP Hatrini is 88%. So if he's that, I might still get the kill guaranteed. If he's defensive, he should not be doing too much back, even if he backs the Giga Drain on this thing. Because Mamoswine is relatively bulky and I have a little bit of SpEdev investment with my remaining IVs to take the special hits better if I need to. So let's see what he does. He does withdraw. Let's see who does he go into. Hollister, I don't remember who you are. Okay, you're not gonna take this thing at all. We are gonna be doing so much damage to you, and that's gonna be, yeah, you're not taking these. Even after Protect, you might get 2-shotted from here. So we are gonna be going for the Earthquake yet again. And I would like to think that's gonna be just a 2-shotting the Vaporeon. And then we have this thing out of the picture, which is really nice. He might just go for the Protect, hope for the fact that he lives the second one. But I don't think it's gonna be saving him, seeing how much that Earthquake did the last time already. So we should be a good spot. He doesn't have a Grounding Resist either. And ideally he doesn't have anything with Air Balloon. So I'm getting a kill pretty much most likely on this turn. And we can go from there. But let's see what he does. He might be calky right now to see if I'm Choice Banded or not. But either way, I think his play is to sack this thing. Sack the Axelcore could be another thing. That would be his another resist. And that's the Axelcore. He's gonna be sacking this thing. Ideally, it's gonna be just dying it straight up to the Earthquake. And we are pretty much good to go from there. Yeah, that's taking out the Axelcore. Good. So one of the faster threats that I don't have to worry about with my Hatrini is already taken care of, and that allows it to be more flexible to use it versus other ones. So good spot, we are up 6-5, and now we have to see what he goes into. I could see him going to Kommo immediately, but I have Reflect up as well, so that's not really ideal for him either. The Reflect being up is pretty nice, because that kind of deters the Melmetal and Komodo getting out of hand. The Komodo can be special, but I do also have the Assault Vest on Hatrini, so we should be okay at this point. Well, let's see what he does. He goes into this guy, okay. Don't know what he wants to do, really. He might be trying to parting shot here, I guess, but like... He cannot do... I have Reflect up, right? No, I check it from the white button. Yeah, I have 3 turns of this, so like, I'm just gonna click Earthquake again, why not? Parting shot, okay, well something is taking a neutral hit still. There's still a stab Earthquake from Adam and Mamoswine. The Choice Bandit might be off from now from the parting shot, but something is still taking a huge amount of damage. So I'm like where I'm at right now. Let's see who comes in at this point. Something has to still take this. Like, Vaporeon cannot stall me out at this point and try to Wish Pass yet. Hatrini is gonna take a shitload from this. Komodo probably still takes a shitload from this. So nothing wants to take this at all. So I really like this. I just wish he made a little bit like... a little bit faster, like, come on. Come on, JB. Because I don't really have much to say about my play. I'm just clicking what is in, hitting what is in front of me, and there goes the Vaporeon. This should ideally two-shot him. He might be doing this just to stall out the Reflex, which is fine, but that's a dead Vaporeon, so that works out pretty nicely for us. And now we are up to 6-4 at this point. And let's see what he does now. I think I still have a couple of Reflect turns still to be utilized. And if the... Okay, who is this? Okay, that's the Komodo. Alright. I'm just gonna go into my Hatrini, I think. I don't have to think about this too much. I want to deter him to be getting out of hand. And let's see what he does. I do have Choice Scarf Hydreigon, and I do have Ice Shot on this, so it should not get out of hand ideally. But Komodo is always scary one to go up against, cause the signature move what it can run to get Omni Boost is allowed in APA Academy, but it means that it's going to be also a little bit lower amount of health. But let's see what he does. Clanger Soul, okay, he's going for the setup already at this point, but I would like to think I live this hit, cause I'm bold. And I have a Assault Vest on this thing. And it's going to be taking the 60%, yeah. Okay. And he has the throat spray on it as well, so let's see if I can take this. This could get a little bit scary, but I still have Draco Meteor on this, so let's see how much he does to me. Okay, it does take me out. That's unfortunate, but I still have Hydreigon in the back. And the Reflectors were off, so we are gonna be just going to our Hydreigon, I think. At this point. As I saw my Discord from my phone popping up that he's just saying you too as well. So now we're just gonna go for the Draco Meteor. Ideally we land, knock on wood. Do not miss this, do not miss this. Come on, Hydreigon. Come on. He can preserve this and swap out, but I think at this point he should be going for it, but... Come on. Yeah, and we do land it, there we go. I was scared for a second that we didn't land this, but this should be taking you out, and there goes the Komodo. Okay. Okay, I like where we are at right now. We have taken care of half of his team. I did lose my Hatrini, but the Axelgor and the Komodo were primarily the things that I needed for, and the Vaporeon, so I'm pretty good shape at this point. And now he does go into T-Pain, which is the Hatrini, which is perfectly fine for me. Because I have Snorlax for this, and I can take any hit from it and just get the Reflect up yet again. I'm not too stressed about this. This could be like a Trick Room variant, but I can go for the rest and it should not get too much out of hand from there. And I can Body Slam it. I have Choice Bandit that I'm a Snorlax, so not Snorlax, the Mamoswine, to break it down if necessary. He does go for the Training Kiss, which shouldn't do too much to us. Yeah, that didn't really do too much at all, so I can go for the Reflect here. And just cover that. If he goes into the Melmetal, that's perfectly fine, but we are gonna be getting our Reflect up right here. And we should be good to go. I will feel like he wants to still stay in, because I'm still burned. He might think that I don't have Facade on this. The other option is that he just goes straight into the Melmetal, because I am burned, so he basically gets a very good offensive position with that, but yeah, he does swap out, so we get the Reflect up at this point. But he goes into the more Pico, which is perfectly fine for me, because I'm just getting my Reflect up and I'm gonna go for the rest and not worry about it too much. So we are gonna be doing just that. And as he does turn into the dark mode, so now his stab move is going to be its signature move Aura will be Dark type move, but that's perfectly fine for me. I'll just go for the rest and I gain my health. He does go for the Aura will, but we can take this just fine. He's gonna be getting a little bit of speed boost, but we don't care about that shit. We just go for the rest, and the more Pico cannot really break us at this point at all. I could swap out at this point, honestly, and go into my Rotom-Mow, but let's see what he does. I could also just stay in and not give him initiative at this point, because I can pretty much just click Sleep Talk and burn one of these turns. So I think I'm gonna do, why not? I have several of these, and as long as I'm staying in, I can get them back up. So let's just burn a Sleep Talk turn. If I get a Body Slam on something else, he does stay in, which is fine. Okay, that was a critical hit. Okay, we are not staying in another turn. That was a little bit unfortunate that he got that crit, but let's see. Hopefully we get a Body Slam off thanks to that. But let's see. We do get the Body Slam. Okay, please get a good amount of damage to him. Okay, that did a good amount of damage already as it is. So now I can go into my Hydreigon and I can U-turn myself out of there, because I don't need you per se healthy. So I'm gonna be doing just that and get my U-turn off. I'm gonna be preserving the Snorlax so I can still get the Reflect if I need to, and deal with the Hadrini. And this should be okay. He does go for the Potting Shot, which is fine. I can U-turn out versus anything that comes into our way. Let's see what he does. This is also one of the battles. If I seem a little bit more nervous than normal on my commentary, my friends are actually watching this live, so I'm a little bit hesitant about like what I'm saying, because I'm a little bit more nervous because of that. I don't know why I get more nervous about that. I guess it's a little bit more pressure to me perform in their eyes in live action, but we are gonna be going for the U-turn. It's gonna do a little bit of damage, not too much really. And I can pretty much go into my Snorlax. Or I can go into you, honestly. Yeah, let's make an offensive play. Let's go for Earthquake. And just break this thing down. Training Case, that's gonna do a little bit of damage to us. Yeah, okay, he got a crit yet again. That's really unfortunate, but ideally the Earthquake is gonna be doing shitload to him to the point that he doesn't have anything else for us. So we're gonna be going for the Earthquake. Ideally it picks up the kill. At this point, I just wanna break this Hadrini down so my Gengar can come in and just go for the game from there. It might be a little bit of choke if I allowed this damage on my Mamoswine, but I want to speed up the game. So I did that basically for that. So ideally we get the kill. Come on Mamoswine, please kill this thing. Please kill this thing. Please kill this thing. It doesn't kill, it don't have Giga Drain. It has Psyshock instead. Don't know why you're going for the Psyshock, but okay, we take those. We take those. We definitely take those. So now the Hadrini is gone, so my Hydreigon is freed up. And that should be pretty much the Hadrini. So Mamoswine gets another kill. That's already 3 kills, I think, for Mamoswine. So I'm pretty happy about that. So let's see, he has 2 more monsters remaining. The Melmetal is still full health, and the more Pico. But Rotom-Mow deals with both of them quite nicely. We have Will-O-Wisp for both, so now I don't have to worry about him magic bouncing it away either. So that was another thing that getting rid of Hadrini was nice, so that Will-O-Wisp, as long as it lands, knock on wood, it's very useful for the remaining 2 moves, and we can just go from there. But let's see what he does. He does go into this guy at first, which is fine. He's going to be at regular form, so we are going to be quad resisting this hit. So we are going to be going to our Rotom-Mow, and we should be taking this like a champion. It won't be mattering too much. So let's go just into our Rotom-Mow, which is basically here primarily dealing with the Melmetal, but it just happens to be that we... Okay, he goes for the Rapid Spin. If he really wants the speed boost, so be it. But he's going to be taking a lot of chip damage from that. The Reflect does wear off. So I could try to just get a slow volt switch into my... Nah, the Snorlax already has burned like one turn at this point, so I could just go for the Leaf Storm. Will-O-Wisp be the other thing. Yeah, I think that's the proper play. He does go for the Arabil. This should do a good amount of damage, but we take it just fine, and the Leaf Storm should be finishing him off at this point. And we do connect it, which is fine. I also noticed the Arabil doesn't actually do a... It doesn't cause a Rocky Helmet recall, so I'm glad that I still attacked it. And now we are pretty much in a position that I can Will-O-Wisp the metal, and it's gonna be a lot less big of a threat at that point. But let's see. Here's the big guy. Here's the big demon right here. But we are gonna be just going for the Will-O-Wisp, and ideally we are gonna be landing this. Come on, Rotom. Got him. There we go, Rotom. There we go. We are landing moves today, which is phenomenal. And let's see what he's gonna be going for. He might have Ice Punch for us, for all I know. Okay, he's just going for it. That's gonna do nothing to us. God, Jesus Christ. We are eating this hit. Let's go, Jacko. Okay. I feel like my opponent kinda gave it away at this point, and we are just gonna be going for the Pain Split at this point. We do gain a little bit of recovery, so let's just do that. And that should be all and dandy from there. I wonder how much we actually gain from this. We get a good amount from it, so let's see what he does go for. He might be choiced for all I know, and that might be the reason why he goes for this, but that's gonna be just to wear him down so quickly. Like, man, Rocky Helmet is such a demonic way to deal with Melmetal. Like, this thing is pretty much already shut down at this point. And he barely lives it, but we can just Volt Switch out of here, and that is going to be good game to JBWestside. Make sure to check out from his side. He does play in this league and also several other draft leagues, so if you want to see more draft league content, make sure to check him out. Next week I don't yet again remember who I play against. I do know now that in the UBL Season 4, in semifinals, we do go up against Dr. Slacking, so stay tuned for that. That should be coming... It might already been up at this point, or it's going to be on the following week on Wednesday, but you're gonna be seeing soon from that as well, so that the UBL comes back. But thank you all for watching, stay tuned for those battles, and until next time, I'm gonna be seeing you guys later.